Okay, Brian, if you're gonna be going through here and they say girls only, we're gonna have to do some touch-ups. Oh, this is gonna be fun! Oh my Lanta, let's just do it. I have to be part of this anyway, so if it's the only way we're getting through. Brian, close your eyes so we can get your makeup going. Okay, I think we got it. Ez, open your eyes. Take a look for yourself. What do you think? If I wasn't looking at my own phone camera reflection, I wouldn't believe this was me. That and the fact that, like, literally no one else has hair this color. With this, they'll definitely let you through. Okay, then let's boogie. Hello and welcome, everyone. We're playing Worlds Collide. Today, if we're looking here, Brian got a makeover. And we are trying to make our way up to the 5th floor of the tower. For ya. So that guy from earlier did have some friends after all. I don't need your name, just to put you here on the list so I can send to the boss. I'm gonna need your names just to put you here on the list that I can send to the boss and everyone else. Maria, Casey, Samantha. Lady, I'm gonna need your name too. Brianna. Okay, ladies, you're all set. You can head on through. And if we look, now we are Brianna. Okay, let's get moving. We got some other people here, but whatever. Our goal is to clear it, not see what they're up to. If you want to get through, you gotta be able to tell me the boss's favorite food. What do you think it is? I don't know, the dude. Spaghetti? I don't like it when people guess, girl. Go and find out for real, otherwise I ain't letting you through. Let's look at those other options, though. What do we got? Oh, I'm mashing. Alright, we got spaghetti, steak, chicken wings, pizza, ramen, mac and cheese. Okay, oh. Spaghetti, steak, chicken wings, pizza, ramen, mac and cheese. I'm a fan of pizza. Okay, well, I guess, I figured out part of the answer, but I'm still missing some of it. I can share what I have for a water, though. Thanks! I hear the boss's favorite food can be both raw or fried. Raw or fried, huh? Interesting. Ooh! Got a bunch of new enemies as well as let's try to get this rat. A bunch of new enemies and a new party formation. It's always fun playing with the new parties. Let's hit it with a. Actually, I think Casey can beat it with a basic attack. So we're just gonna try to get the gist of these guys here. So we got rats, the hybrid chickens, and that big guy in the back whose name orc. Oh, okay, I mashed a bit too hard. And if we look here, we have access to Infiltration Duo. When Casey got her focus attack, we saw that, and then when Brian got his sacrifice strike, we saw that. This is a dual attack, or team scale. Brian and Casey combine efforts to attack that scales up enemy defense. So the higher their defense, the more damage it's going to do. Maria's a build up. So these rats, weak to fire, so that's going to help out. Let's do a heal all. Because Brian kind of getting beat up. Or Brianna kind of getting beat up. Sorry, my bad. I'm going to wait for Casey's turn to fill up. You see it's not ready. Casey's turn. And let's get this orc. And then Maria should be able to get the rat. And then we haven't really talked about Sam, I'm realizing. Sam is a basically dedicated healer. So most of her actions will be dedicated to healing. But she does have okay, cool. Thanks, Brian. Brianna, sorry. Casey level 3. Draining Punch for Casey and Imbue Ice for Maria. Level 14 for Sam. Huge. Did I talk to this lady? I don't know if I did. I figured out part of it, but I'm not sure about the rest. I'll tell you what I know for Amanda Seltzer. Thanks! Boss's favorite food is apparently a type of seafood. Raw or fried or seafood. So, I feel like most of us are getting the gist of that, but I don't think that was on that list. So let's try to get more information. Oh, just a bunch of rats. So with this formation, I think just going at it, I guess. Not really. Okay, Brianna. Thank you, girly. Getting all of that done. With a focus strike, we have really high This is a really high damage team, I'm realizing, because we got like 3 characters who could be considered like a main damage source, as well as Sam, who is able to do that. You know, I brought it up and then I didn't really talk about it. So let's actually open the menu. Remember to open the menu. Some waters. Cool. And look at Sam. Because I don't think I did. Young, thoughtful person can bring out the spirits of anyone. We did Maria's and we did Casey's. Brianna. Young fantasy writer still. And if we look at Sam's skills, we have access to a single target heal. All ally heal. I don't really use that thing on the right, but you can see that 250 percent heal. So the single target heal is better than the multi-target heal if you need like burst healing, and then regen for smaller heal, but also some HP regen over time. And then this one, this is a fun skill, kind of like Bo's magic attack, but in reverse, based on her magic attack stat and enemy's defense skill. So she does have access to some solid offense. A steel amulet. I really would like a steel amulet. If you could give me one, I would be willing to give you information on the boss's favorite food. Thank you. There's something fishy about how they ask the question. Maybe after talking to all of us out here, you can find out. That's what I'm saying. Like, ooh, okay. So we saw these guys in our first battle. These are the hybrid chickens. Do I just blow one up? Yeah, I do. These guys are weak to ice. The thing about Sam's aim command is it is on the slower side, as you can... Oh, thank you, Brianna. Appreciate that. It really needed a miss right there. Like, I queued it up, and it took a while for it to go off, so... That is kind of the downside to that. So her, like, DPS will not be as high as other characters, but the damage numbers are pretty close. If you want to get through, you got to be able to tell me the boss's favorite food. What do you think it is? Now, why do I feel like you're not fully giving us the chance to figure it out? What makes you say that? With all the information we figured out, the answer isn't even here. Okay, good work. Let me give you the real choices. Sushi, salad, sandwich. Well, seafood, sushi. Congrats, ladies. You're able to go on through. You're one step closer to getting a chance to meet the boss. Alrighty. Look at this. A bunch of stuff here. Yeah, dress up. Going through, up we go. Oh, before you can keep going, I gotta see a talent from one of you ladies. You can head over to the piano over there and play me something. Oh, piano. What if we try to leave? Not happening until I hear something from one of you. Okay, piano. Heart and soul? What do we got? Okay, Brian, this is all you. I definitely am not a piano person, but I'll try. I'll practice a little first before we try and show him. Let's go with something simple. Now, how did that go again? What was the starting note? Uh-oh. Actual music theory? Well, E for effort. Let's try it. Ooh. Okay, I got it. Hey, are you ready to listen? Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Not bad. With some lessons, I could see you being pretty good in the future. Go on through. I'll let that pass. Fun thing about this piano, this took one of my testers like upwards of like half an hour. If you cannot tell, that was Mary Had a Little Lamb, and it is expecting you to get every single like section. My original plan for that was really funny, was having you do every single note. I was like, no, that's too much. Crucifix. Why would I need a crucifix? Thankfully, there's a save point right here, so I can save up. And then let's look at it. Crucifix. Oh, we still have a rotisserie chicken. Crucifix. Holy item used to repel demons. Sounds good, I guess. Why would I need a crucifix? Ooh, I saw a treasure chest. I'm in need of some cleansing items. If you perchance have anything that might help, then I can trade you something of mine in return. All these people, I'm not going to remember their voices after the first time around. They're all probably going to get different ones. Hello
Hello there, I'm looking for something to help me with an exorcism. If you happen to have anything, I can give you something else as a barter. Oh, you have a crucifix. Would you be willing to trade for my iron shards? Thank you so much. Here, you can have my iron shards as a trade.
Cool, lady. Appreciate that. Ooh, Dagger Rain and Dagger Storm. So let's give that a look. Oh, wrong. Skills. Special. Dagger Rain. User throws a flurry of system manifested knives that all enemies can critically strike. And then right here, Dagger Storm. Sam launches Ezra at enemies through her bow, striking them all magically with daggers. Can't crit. Those both are very, very good. And even just like okay, perfect. I was about to say how fast random battles are going in comparison to the other parties. But if we look, we have access. Let's wait for Sam's turn. Because if we just give it this little moment, we got 4 enemies here. And the thing with Eileen's party, the other party, it was very single target focused. But now that we have access to this, that's so much damage across the board. Let's we can go for a dive kick. Huge. And then Maria, I don't even think you need to MD up. I think you can just attack, yeah. Then Brianna here. Even if we don't want to wait for Sam's turn, we can Dagger Rain. And then get AoE. Yeah, this team is so high damage in comparison to Eileen's party, just because of all 3 characters being focused in. Ooh, light for Sam. Let's look at that. Yeah, 3 of the characters here, 1, 2, 3, are very damage focused, as it was Eileen, who had Brandon and Bo as their damage focuses. And Sam got access to light. Oh, in the magic channels, sunrays, light elemental spell with 0 variance. So if you know how much damage you're gonna be doing every turn. Dwarven gloves. So that is for Casey. Good attack increase for Casey. Up to. So let's look around. Looking around, Elven Claws. That is for Maria. We're all getting good attack increases up here. Yeah, the biggest downside to Brianna's stuff, yeah, look at her HP, because she's just constantly tearing through her own HP pool. Okay, and we're looking around trying to find a place we can use those iron shards. No music. I need some seasoning for my dish here. If you have anything that I can make something of your choice. Ooh. Oh, she might be able to help us make something to keep going in this place. We'll definitely have to look around and see if we can get what she's looking for. I need something to add to my soup. Really accentuate its flavor. If you have anything that might do, I would gladly trade you something for it. Yeah, we're getting some levels. Yeah, as well. Thing about this team, they're a lot more resource intensive because of the lack of Eileen. So we're not getting just free MP back over and over. So we're just, I know that was probably excessive, but no! Oh my gosh. Okay, we had a little oopsie, but we're back. Yeah, this team is a lot more resource intensive to keep their maximum damage up in comparison to Eileen's team, which is basically at full power at all times. This team needs a lot more, like, we will burn through resources because of how much Brianna's low resources and tearing into her own health pool, or Maria will eventually run out of MP because these are costing like 1/10 of her MP per. Sam is the only healer, so if we are going through, eventually we will burn through her MP pool like we kind of did in the boss fight. Imbue poison. If we look at that, claws to poison an enemy, chance to poison on basic attack. Ignore me. Uh-oh. What if we try to go? We have some iron shards, right? You want these, right? You don't have the item I'm looking for. Go on back until you have it for me. My bad, dude. My bad. My bad. I thought you wanted some iron shards. You know, just typical thing that every person needs. And we keep looking because we need something to do with these iron shards. Okay, coolio. Who might want some iron shards? I need some more materials to help forge this weapon. It's a bit flimsy currently. If you have anything to help, then I would be willing to trade something I have for it. Iron shards is exactly what I need. If you're willing to give those up, I can give you an egg. Wonderful, I really need these. Here's your egg. An egg. Cool. Delicious looking egg. Besides the shell, of course, it's probably edible if one... That is probably edible if one really wants to, though. Okay, now random encounter. Yeah. Just playing with this team is like very different feeling than playing with the team, Eileen's team. Just this team is so hyper offense oriented. So I kind of like these. There's kind of like the two sides you can be on of, oh, I want to be able to fully customize my team. Everyone can do everything, or the give me characters and I will learn them and use them how they are, or try to like break them to do extra stuff. But most people are in the middle, but those are the two extremes. I kind of like having access to like a party and then just playing them, seeing what I can do with them, as opposed to, oh, I just make everyone do everything. Because most of the time that ends up just being, oh, find one super OP thing and everyone spams that. So that's not as fun for me. Tangent aside, I need something to add to my soup to really accentuate its flavor. If you have anything that might do that, I would gladly trade you something for it. Ah, an egg. That is exactly the flavor my soup is missing. If you would give that to me, I would gladly give you this blacksmith's hammer. Wonderful. Thank you for this egg in these trying times. Here, you can have this blacksmith's hammer. It's not good to me anyways. What do you have a blacksmith's hammer, dude? And used by blacksmiths. Okay. Okay, we're slowly making our way. What do we get? Blacksmith's hammer. Right. Now, blacksmith is in this area. The more I'm playing this, the more I'm like, yeah, Maria definitely needs some adjustments, because why is she level 18 and almost leveling up before Casey's even 17? That alongside, fun fact, initially Maria was one of the weaker party members because of the basic attack. Casey learned flying kick. That is huge, dude. Let's look that up before I get back to the point I was on. I keep doing that. Flying kick. Attacks all enemies with a small chance of stunning. Increased damage based on current MP, just like the rest of her stuff. But AoE for Casey. This team is going to destroy random encounters now. But yeah, I was saying Maria was initially a strong idea and concept kind of thing, the imbues, but a weak character because the attack formula was just outscaled by like all the skills I was making. So my compromise was initially to give her faster levels so that she would get her stats faster. But then recently I gave her some quality of life buffs, like a stronger than her, yeah, dev stuff, stronger than normal basic attack, as well as making like the imbues give her like a % attack increase so she feels better. But then, because of that, and I also added, fun fact, level scaling to all our damage skills. So the higher level, the more damage a skill is going to do, even if their stats weren't going up. But because of that, Maria just got like 3 independent different damage buffs. And that kind of is just showing. So long term, dev me, remember to tune that a bit. But currently, I guess that's the version I'm playing on. So here we are. I'm gonna need some tools. I realized I didn't bring any with me when we came to set up this forge. If you have any that might be of assistance to me, then I'll offer something in return. A blacksmith's hammer, that's exactly what I need. How convenient you brought that for me. I can give you some purifying water if you give that to me. Many thanks, have this water. All right, we've got purifying water, which is different than holy water. Liquid that purifies most, if not all, substances and comes in contact with. Yeah, Maria? Yeah, as I was saying, and then I saw in that battle, Maria is kind of insane right now because of how the multiplicative effects of the buffs that she got. So, yeah. Maria potentially a little strong right now, but that's okay. We'll play with the hand we're dealt. I'm in need of some cleansing items. If you perchance have anything that might help, then I can trade you something of mine in return. Forsooth, that is what I'm looking for. If you give me that purifying water, I can offer you salt. It's not purifying salt, but it may potentially help you in your journey. Godspeed, here you go. May the world always have your back. Got salt for preservation and taste. Now, I think we all know where we're going at this point. I expected a random encounter at any point right there. I need some seasoning for my dish here. If you have anything, then I can make you something of your choice. Oh, that's salt. That's perfect. If you please give me that, I can make you any dish you might want. Wonderful. What might you need me to make? Ooh, chicken wings. Some wings sound good right now, but I don't think that's what we'll need to keep going as. She's right. But what about pizza? If we were choosing, then I would definitely say pizza. But Brian, I don't think that's what's going to help us keep going here. Okay. I know it's sushi, but some pasta does sound good. Brian, we need to pick something to help us keep going. Don't pick based on what you want to eat. Fine. Would you be able to make us some sushi? I just made some. You can have it as the thanks for the salt. Awesome. We got some sushi. Very fresh and delicious smelling sushi. Alrighty. We are moving and grouping. Give it a we're on Venom Strike and Venomous Shadows. So if we look at that, Venom Strike attacks an enemy with attack weak at the normal attack with a chance of poison can crit. Look at that. We have access to more poison once Emery's poison view. Give the savesies. And we're gonna keep going. Okay, and well, last time the iron shards it wasn't what this guy wanted, but maybe. Hey, that's some sushi. The boss is gonna love that. Hand that over and I'll let you keep going. All right, away we go. Oh, some stairs. Okay, we made it to our next floor, but we had a lot going on, so I think we call it there. Thank you all so much for watching. Let's play Worlds Collide. Next time, we're gonna see what's going on as we continue to try to clear up to the 5th floor of the tower. Thank you all so much for watching, friends. Appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Bye.